Nick Dazel's broadcasting to you from Seoul, Korea at the Avratech Intel Classic, also known as the TG Sambo-Intel Classic. If you're in Korea, it's a real pleasure to be broadcasting these games to you all. We are in the final games of today. XellOs versus Shuttle, which should, prove to be a very interesting match. Shuttle has been performing very well in this tournament, has not lost a single game yet. A Protoss player, XellOs, you probably already know about him, a Terran player, and also a very skilled gamer. The results from the previous matches, cover your ears if you don't want spoilers. Savior versus Two Sky. It turned out to be a 2-0 win for Savior, not too much of a surprise there. Effort versus Never, 2-1 victory for Never. Very close games, definitely check out the last VOD. Also, Great versus Violet. It turned out Violet just dominated Great despite how good Great was. And then finally we're going to have XellOs versus Shuttle. The map lineup for today, Coliseum first, then Andromeda, and if we go to a third game, it will be on Othello. This is the beginning of the top 32 left in the tournament. We started out with 128. This is the largest tournament in Korea. It does have the largest prize pool. And now we're slowly whittling these players down, finding out who is truly number one. Neither player has joined the game, so it's my job to keep on talking. Here's XellOs and Shuttle. I'm sure you can hear the people screaming in the audience. That is definitely for XellOs. No offense to Shuttle, but there were not as many people here before I got back. I had to go take my restroom break and come back in here, and there's like 10 control groups of girls sitting in the audience. XellOs is just a very popular player. He was old school, top-level gamer, and then eventually he kind of went down to this slump, and people thought his time was up, and then he's come back, and now he's dominating. A great story, really. Now, Shuttle is kind of an interesting character. He's kind of a wild card player because everybody's been saying that he's been playing at a phenomenal level. He's a fairly new pro gamer, not as new as some of the other young spuds we've had here, but he has been performing very well, and I'm interested in seeing if he could possibly upset XellOs. And I understand, I was told by one of the Koreans that they actually pronounce his name XellOs. But I'm going to go with XellOs for now because most of the foreigners know him by that pronunciation of his name. Now, Coliseum is a pretty interesting map. Structurally, it's shaped similar to Plains to Hill if you were a competitive gamer years ago. But it can make for some interesting games. And we have seen some fast games on it and some very long games on it, so I'm not going to try to predict the exact length of time. It's going to be up to their build orders, which are kind of in the air right now. So no players have joined just yet, so I'll keep talking. Looks like we do have a lot of people tuning into this site. The event has turned out to be a very big success, and I thank you all for tuning in. Please feel free to post this on as many internet forums as possible. Tell all your friends. Turns out there are just a lot of people that really enjoy watching StarCraft, especially at the top level. I think it really proves to have some very entertaining games. This is the #1 esport in the world. It has surpassed all other esports on the professional level, and it's certainly much more competitive than any other esport out there. That's not to bash another esports. I'm just simply stating the facts. Looks like our referee has joined as well as XellOs. So I believe as soon as Shuttle joins, we'll probably get this game going. I also have been told that there are a lot of Koreans tuning in here to try to learn English, and I welcome you. Hopefully I don't talk too fast. But welcome, and I hope you enjoy the games. Shuttle is still not joined yet. Probably trying to get his mouse settings and monitor settings and some of the settings within the game, like the sound settings, exactly where he wants them. Interesting factor, these players are basically in soundproof booths, and we also blast the StarCraft music pretty loud while they're in the booth, and they have to wear sound blocking headphones. So some people always wonder, well, since there's so much noise going on here, can they hear what the commentators are saying? No, they cannot. They pretty much patched that problem up probably about 7 years ago in pro gaming. Just to absolutely have a method down so that these guys have no idea what they're saying. Shuttle's joined the game, which means I sense a Terran versus Protoss very soon. Let's get ready. Judging from the sound, it does sound like it is about 100% XellOs fans right now. But who knows? What if Shuttle wins this and it turns out to be a bunch of sad XellOs fans? That could be kind of entertaining too. Here we have Protoss at the bottom right. That is Shuttle, who I believe had another name beforehand, but I actually wasn't too familiar with him. There are so many pro gamers in Korea. This is a very big industry, so it's kind of tough to say who is. There's a sign, presumably for XellOs. Yeah, sometimes it's tough to remember all of these pro gamers. XellOs is also notorious for not changing his facial expression the entire time while he's playing the game, if he's won the game, if he's lost the game. He's got a poker face. Speaking of poker, a lot of people don't know this, but all the non-Korean StarCraft players are actually probably the wealthiest gamers on the planet, because the vast majority of them are StarCraft players. Poker players. So that's how the kind of foreign StarCraft seem to stay alive, because they're all making money off of poker, so they still have time to play the game. Pylon Gateway for our Protoss player. XellOs has made one supply depot. He may be going for a fast command center. That would be a little gutsy. Nope, gonna go for the barracks actually. Walling in, not unwise. Getting that walling up early will prevent the Protoss from scouting. We have seen Reaver used periodically on this map. They use the Reaver to secure the expansion while forcing the Terran to make extra turrets. Cybernetic score now. The barracks is almost finished. Terran now getting the refinery, I would assume. Yes, there it is. Terran will be getting the factory eventually. After the first factory, we'll really get to see where his build could possibly end up. He could get a second factory, he could get a fast command center, he could get a fast starport even, or a dropship. Protoss scouting the cross spot so that he can go through the middle of the map. Sometimes Terran will make two barracks in the middle of the map, knowing that many Protoss players will go fast nexus. The result is that the Terrans will rush in with a ton of Marines, and it's pretty much an all-in move. So a lot of players on maps where you can build in the center will scout the cross spot location first. Well, Shuttle knows that XellOs is at the bottom of the map. We see a second probe out here, so I expect a proxy tech. One SCB in the refinery, so he is going to get the fast command center after the factory. He did get one Zealot out early, too. Oh, a XellOs bandit. Quick hide. I think, well, we're going to see the command center pretty soon. Protoss will attempt to apply some type of pressure. I'm really curious about these two probes that are out on the map. He may or may not actually attempt to hide something. That just is what it seemed like to me at the moment. Command center now up. The Zealot will attempt to damage the supply depot along with the probe, and the Dragoon will try to drive back the Marine. He's going to have now moving the Marine up to a critical location, bringing 3 SCVs. The Dragoon will then target fire the SCVs. Now attacking. Oh, not a Marine gets hit once. But you can see XellOs' micro is pretty good. Dragoon range is on the way. His Citadel was spotted by the SCV. What Shuttle is doing is forcing XellOs to spend a lot of minerals repairing. Note that XellOs is confident enough in only getting one Marine that he can hold off a rush like this. And he did, in fact, with the Citadel finish. A lot of times you see Protoss players cancel the building after they kill the scouting SCV and then change their tech pattern, so I'm a little surprised. He must be very confident with this. So it's going to be a 2 DT rush. Don't know how effective that'll be against the players walled in. The Dragoon range is done! The depot is under attack! XellOs is going to lose the depot, I believe! It's at 50 health. It's getting lower. If no, the SCVs have managed to save it. That was close. Had he lost that first depot, the Protoss could have possibly continued to harass until he broke the entrance. I'm surprised XellOs is getting an Academy, though. I think that could prove to be weak against Dark Templar openings. The turret a little bit more stable. Same thing with the Vulture Spider Mines. XellOs, a member of CJ, the same team with Savior on it, and many other accomplished players. Shuttle, a member of the team Soul, also an excellent StarCraft team. The scanner is on the way, and so are the DTs. And he did get an engineering base, so we will have turrets up here. The second DT came out a little bit late. He could rush up here and try to pick off that turret. That would be a real all-in maneuver here. He may try to go all in, though, considering the caliber player that XellOs is. XellOs going to spot the turret. He's got the backup. Now going for the depot. Will he get the SCV? No, the turret. And the turret has been taken out. The depot is under heavy fire. Shuttle has now penetrated XellOs' base. The tank is under fire. All the tanks are under fire. XellOs could lose this game with ease at this moment. Now, scanning in this location, he will get this tank, and if he keeps making Dark Templar, he can just keep feeding them into this base. Now, oh! Getting that last tank! Shuttle is in absolutely great condition right now. If he can keep this DT alive by dodging scans, he can win this game. Now going to take out this depot. Here come two more Dragoons. She doesn't know how XellOs is going to get out of this. I'm not sure about it either. I was really not expecting this to work, but the nice turret pick really proved to be effective. Now attacking the front. We may see a scan any second now. The tank going into the high ground location. SCV is going to block. And the scan goes down. He's doing some damage, though. He will manage to take out the tank. More Dragoons on the way in here. I have to just right off the bat, I know there's a lot of action going here. I cannot believe Shuttle trying to do such a risky move, especially in a location where you're in a valley and the siege tanks can do so much damage. XellOs, I'm glancing over there. He does still have the poker face on, seemingly unfazed by what is happening to him right now. The Dragoon attempting to break the entrance over here. Shuttle has to keep this Dragoon alive, force these SCVs to stay off of mining. And the two Dark Templar getting scanned now. I think they will, no, maybe not take down. Oh, the splash damage does manage to pick off the depot, doing his job for him. And the tank will be taken out as well. More Dark Templar on the way. They can use that Dragoon near the entrance to pick this off. Oh my God, how is she going to stop this? Or how is he going to stop this? That's what she's asking. I think the turret's once again going up. I don't think so. Oh, no, he does have scans. He's getting a lot of scans this game. Now backing up. He can now use the Dark Templar to contain the rush will end. And the Robo Bay is completed. Observers will be on the way. We even have a forge. Shuttle just finishing up his tech tree, basically. Shuttle has to make sure not to overextend himself, though, not to tech too much and try to get too many upgrades at once, because XellOs could counter push. However, XellOs' tank count has been reduced so drastically, the push that will occur will have to be pretty late. At this moment, I'm predicting a win for Shuttle, an upset against XellOs. Looks like it's going to expand again, too. Shuttle, a new player who has been doing very well in this tournament, has not lost a single game yet. XellOs, a player who got a free seed later on in the event due to his reputation. XellOs may lose his first game to this newcomer. Now scanning. XellOs predicting where the DT was. His StarCraft senses were tingling. The observers on the way. Looks like they will get this probe before the Nexus gets up. Now planting mines. Dragoons need to get in position to defend from this rush. And a few more, nice mine there. Shuttle once again putting another DT out here. He just wants to know when his opponent's going to expand. The shuttle is out. Shuttle. Looks like we're going to see Arbiters too. That's the proper tech pattern, or at least the easiest, because you already have the Templar Archives up, so you can get that Arbiter trip now pretty quickly. Now getting the shuttle and putting Dark Templars in it. Our Protoss player Shuttle is planning on forcing XellOs to waste scans as he drops and picks up the DTs. Looks like he's going to go in here, try to do a little bit of harassment. I think it will fail. Yes, it will. XellOs absolutely will not let himself get behind right now. That's what he's telling himself. Now we have the shuttle coming in here. I don't believe we have High Templar in there. It's always a possibility, though. Oh, they're on High Templar! And they're going to storm all of his SCVs! Losing about half of the SCVs down there. This could not get any worse for XellOs. This could not get any better for Shuttle unless XellOs types GG in. XellOs is going to push. Probably in a minute, maybe less. Oh, he's pushing right now. And it looks like all right, we don't have Zealot legs yet. Can XellOs do the damage he needs to do with this push? Will Shuttle get his Arbiter out in time, or will Shuttle have enough units to hold this up? Here comes the attack now. If XellOs loses, he will probably type GG in. I think there are too many Zealots. It does not matter how slow they are. This is going to be GG for XellOs. Shuttle dominating this game. Absolutely dominating. And suddenly the Zealots get their Bionic Man legs, and it's over. Wow. XellOs just got slayed. I am surprised. Shuttle looks pretty happy. You know he's thinking it. Probably trying to collect himself. Knows he has one more game to win. And then he will take down this Titan XellOs in a huge upset here at the GOMTV Avertech Intel Classic. Talk about exciting games. Right off the bat, though, let's identify the fact that Shuttle did a very, very risky strat. XellOs even knew the DTs were coming. It really comes down to micro, whether or not you can get in there and actually pick off the turret. Had he not picked off the turret, that game would have been over the moment that XellOs had killed the first few of Shuttle's units. So really, Shuttle took a really risky move, and it paid off. Now, will Shuttle play as risky again, and will it work? Or will Shuttle beat XellOs in the long run? Or will XellOs perhaps come back with some kind of a huge, comeback? It could turn out either way. It's really tough to say. Shuttle definitely played very well. First doing the DT rush that was really effective, great micro there, and then going in here with the storm drop to really ensure that his opponent would not be able to catch up. Both players have joined the game. The next map's going to be Andromeda, and this game's about to get going. So let's get ready for some more TVP action. XellOs versus Shuttle. There are a lot of mad XellOs fans here that want to see Shuttle lose right now. Can Shuttle make them matter? Shuttle's at the bottom left, XellOs at the top left. XellOs knows exactly what went wrong in that game. It came down to early micro that just put him so far behind that there was really nothing he could do to recover. I think we can probably expect to see a fast expo build for XellOs this game. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Looks like we're going to get to see a shot of both players. There's XellOs on the left side, Shuttle on the right side. XellOs now making his depot at the bottom left of his mineral patches. That's the block scouting probes off from making circles around the mineral patches when you chase them with Marines. We see pylon up now. We'll probably see a gateway pretty soon. We could see Fast Nexus, though Fast Nexus certainly an appropriate build on a map like this. Shuttle can easily take a risk such as that too, because he is so far ahead. And I think we haven't seen the gateway yet. No, I think we're going to see it now. No, the Nexus, excuse me. Nexus of what looks like the mineral patches. Excuse me, that would have been a really late gateway had he got it. XellOs gets his barracks and his refinery at the same time. So now we're either going to see, well, we could see two gateways. We'll add to the cybernetics core, of course. Fast Nexus is a little bit of a tricky build to pull off, but it's pretty popular by now. Here's a sign somebody wants to see him win 2-1 now. XellOs getting dizzy from all the blood going to his head in that upside down picture. Factory. Up now for XellOs. XellOs has not yet scouted the Fast Nexus. This is an interesting Fast Nexus build, though, because it's a Fast Nexus at the mineral natural versus a Fast Nexus at the gas natural. Fast Nexus at the gas natural would be more desirable, but also more risky, and it looks like Shuttle wants to take a small risk rather than a large one, like he did the first game. XellOs certainly the more popular player here, certainly the more notable player here, certainly the more accomplished player. There's a lot of pressure on him right now to prove that that first game was an accident. Transferring 4 probes, that's actually the typical number of probes he transferred to Fast Nexus, sometimes 5. XellOs now scouting with the barracks. Nope, just kidding, he's just moving it. Command center not being built at the expansion, but rather inside the main. That indicates XellOs playing very safe right now. Pro production has temporarily stopped as 2 Dragoons are being pumped from the Nexus. Actually, it was stopped at 1 Nexus, excuse me, but the 2 Dragoons are being pumped from the gateways. A lot of these people skip school to come down here to see this, or don't want their families to know that they're down here at gaming events because they get in trouble, but that's probably why you're seeing a lot of these people hiding their faces. And the scouting SCV is picked up. Does not look like XellOs is going to get a good idea of what's going on as far as the Protoss tech tree. We could possibly see the Protoss go for Reavers after they get a few Dragoons up. You can kind of squeeze a Reaver out here and there, even if you don't have investment gas guys or targeting to something like GOMTVs, for instance. Right now, both players are going to sit back and match up. XellOs is about to stand up. He's about to transfer SCVs there. defensively, go for a timing push. And it looks like, once again, the scouting SCV will at least be chased away, almost taken out. I think that's either a bunker or a depot. It looks like it's going to be the depot. XellOs not going to waste any money on the bunker and wants to get as many factories up and time as many tanks out so he can do that healthy timing push. Terran has to do a lot of decision making at this moment in the game. How safe do they want to play it versus how aggressive do they want to play it? Now he's already seen that Shuttle can be very aggressive and very risky. And whoa, he's just, okay. I thought he was just going to try to run in there again. Okay, I guess he is. What? I don't even know what's going on. Okay, do not try that at home, kids. I guess he thought since he ran in there randomly and won the first time, he could do it again, but no, there's no way that would have worked. I'm actually surprised. That was kind of an amateur move by Shuttle. Shuttle's now going to be really behind and probably lose to a timing push since he lost about 4 or 5 dragoons. XellOs has not taken his second Vespene gas geyser, and it looks like he might have actually halted SCV production so they can do a very, very destructive timing push to his opponent. As you can see, we're going to see a handful of tanks, and then it's going to be mostly surrounded by vultures, kind of a tornado-style push. Not a bad idea, too. Shuttle already expanding again. Could be at high risk of getting run over. And I think we're going to see this happen very soon here, judging from the unsieged siege tanks. XellOs just checking out with that barracks. Surprisingly, Shuttle not chasing it away. And we may see Shuttle with 4 zealots. Probably can't afford to do any Reaper harassment now. Now, Shuttle's going to have to be really, really good to hold off this push because he is in a lot of very bad condition. XellOs, his vultures sneaking by, or at least one does. And XellOs gets, oh no! No probes other than that one will be picked off. The Nexus goes up in the bottom right, but I think this is perhaps too much. Although, actually, Shuttle seems to have a sizable amount of units. If Shuttle actually does hold out this push, Shuttle is a macro god. And here it comes now. Whoa, a Reaver in there as well. And one Reaver shot. Another nice Reaver shot. Shuttle doing some great micro here. Now dropping the Reaver. Oh my god, he's going to hold out XellOs' timing push. I cannot believe my eyes. XellOs may lose this. Well, may lose again. He may be knocked out of the tournament. You've got, I wish I could take a picture of all the XellOs fans' face right now, because their jaws are dropped right now. Shuttle somehow manages to throw away a whole bunch of units at the start, expand again, actually expand twice, get a Reaver, and get more units. Stop with the show me the money stuff, Shuttle. Okay, here comes a Reaver drop now. Oh my god, I cannot believe this is happening. Another, well, one SCV taken out, not the best Reaver drop, but that one was better. And I have a feeling that XellOs is going to lose this. He could actually shuttle the Reaver, no pun intended, over there to the other expansion and start picking off units there. Shuttle is going to be so happy if he wins this. I mean, in all honesty, he's practically humiliating XellOs. He's probably going to pick up. Nope. That shuttle can jump, man. I mean, we're talking about some serious basketball shoes that shuttle Reaver is wearing. Just jumps right back into the shuttle right away. I think, I don't know what XellOs can do now, honestly, except sit back, mass up, and try to do another teaming push. Clearly, Shuttle has a very strong grasp on the macro element of the game, really able to mass up a lot of units. Although I will admit, XellOs' micro was pretty poor back there during that timing push. Now this turret is going to be taken out, and really what Shuttle's doing is just forcing XellOs to leave his base as late as possible. Well, meanwhile, you know, he has to build more towers, he has to do all this stuff. It's pretty annoying for XellOs, and it's really hard on his economy. As you can see, Shuttle has a ton of units. Now he's going to go in here, landing right next to the... Oh! He did at least get one SCV. I think that's a smart move by XellOs to hide that command center. I mean, really, there's not a whole lot to say about this game other than XellOs is going to mass up and push again. He may try to use dropships, but it looks like Shuttle's already predicted that. He's gotten 2 forges, upgrading his ground units, so they know this will be stronger in the long run no matter what. The only other thing he could do is use vulture harassment, but we see Shuttle's also walled himself in pretty tightly. Here's, okay, here we go now. Vulture's on the way. And Vulture's going to be chased back now. Oh, man. XellOs now getting his Vultures driven back. The Vulture harassment has failed. He will not be able to snipe any probes. Looks as though Shuttle may have halted probe production again to get more gateways and more units. Just get max as quickly as possible and then take the map again at another level. 3 Stargates. Who are you? I know who you are. You're Shuttle. He's going to be going for carriers along with this mass ground army. XellOs really realizes how bad the position he's in is right now. As he is spotting another expansion coming up here. Shuttle also putting an observer over the island. I'm surprised actually we didn't see XellOs take the island a little bit quicker, but I guess that really wasn't an option. Shuttle continuing to clean up the map of XellOs' Vultures. XellOs basically in awful condition right now. I expect one more push from XellOs, which will be run over by Shuttle because he was masked up so much. And I'm sure you guys are probably about as shocked as I was when Shuttle actually managed to hold off that push. I didn't see the Reaver in the Shuttle. The Reaver really did a lot of that damage. I have to say I'm pretty surprised. But props to Shuttle for proving me wrong back there. I'm very impressed, very proud of him. 3 carriers on the way. Now this is what really seals the deal for Protoss. Terran is forced to get a ton of tanks and vultures. When the push comes out, Protoss will run over that army and then continue to pump the carriers. Terran's now forced to make Alliance, a combination which is weak against Protoss ground army to begin with. Overall, this is just bad news for the Terran. Gosh, unfortunately for XellOs, he's losing too many vultures as well. This is a pretty straightforward, I mean, it's like the stereotypical way you see Terrans slowly fall apart. I mean, desperately trying to get the vultures out of here and get some type of map control, pick off some probes somewhere. And the Protoss is going around cleaning up the mines, maintaining their map dominance. No upgrades here on the Terran yet, although we will see one pretty soon here. Terran may be, the 1-1 may finish on the Terran the moment he gets out of here. Here's the next push. Let's see if XellOs can do it. Can he break the Protoss this time? It's all up to this push. Looks like a few mines will do a little bit of damage. And I think Protoss is going to go in for the kill now. Here they come. A lot of Zealots' units, the bikes covering the tanks pretty well, but a lot of Zealots are here as well. And it looks like XellOs may have macroed up enough to hold off this push, but the carriers will soon come. Shuttle has been deflected. XellOs is a strong player. I think this is the #1 day for funny female fan faces. I don't know how to describe it. Their expressions are just hilarious today. XellOs now rapidly approaching the expansion down here, but he needs to get the carriers out. He needs to move the carriers. XellOs may not be aware of the carriers. Double cybernetics core for the upgrades on the carriers. The Nexus will be taken out, but the carriers will clean up the rest of this. Goliaths are on the way. And oh man, XellOs now taking out a few probes. XellOs barely beginning to get a comeback. He's going to have to expand a lot during this attack. Meanwhile, the Goliaths are going to have to take on these carriers and do an excellent job of it at that. The tanks now attacking the cannon and the pylon. The carriers cleaning up the tanks. The Goliaths have now backed off. XellOs really doing a great job of trying to organize himself and get back into this. The upgrades are done now. He needs to start upgrading again. It's going to be up to whether or not XellOs can split up, or at least get the carriers in locations where he doesn't, where bait the carriers into different locations while he continues to go around the map. Now, the carriers coming up here to try to save the expansion. Looks like they will get this Nexus too. And here comes a counterattack. Is Shuttle going to lose this? Now pushing into the main, the heart of Shuttle's base. Shuttle has almost mined out this expansion as well. Shuttle will now return with the carriers. This Nexus goes down. Dragoons getting surrounded by the SCVs. Shuttle not paying any attention. Shuttle, what are you doing? I think, however, Shuttle may be able to come in with a healthy surround. This attack has to go well. As you can see, a lot of pylons have been taken out. Shuttle rebuilding them now. However, the carrier ground army is very strong against the tank Goliath. Looks like XellOs may be going for a counterattack. I'm not sure where. To these other expansions, I presume. And it looks like his SCVs have been spotted. He may send a handful of units over in that direction to take care of this. Now it looks like Shuttle's going for the main. I'm kind of surprised with this decision. If Shuttle loses this, I'm going to be so shocked. And it looks like that may already be going underway. Now I'm doing some great work here with the Dragoons and the Zealots, picking off the mines that are close, taking out the tanks so they don't deal that much damage to the remaining ground units. XellOs has to do well in this attack. Looks like Shuttle's doing pretty damn well, though. Now taking off these Goliaths. The carriers may be able to inflict too much damage. The Dragoons are just able to cover them too much. And another tank goes down, and another tank. Now it's going to be up to whether or not Shuttle can respond and start picking off these expansions and secure the win. XellOs probably almost minding out his main now. But instead, Shuttle's going to go in here for the kill in the main. Maybe going to snipe the command center. Not a bad idea either. There it is! The command center snipe. Stopping the carrier production. Instead, going to focus on the ground units. And he's going to go for this command center snipe now. And is he going to get it? Will he get the command center? Looks like the SCVs are repairing it fast enough. Maybe not. Now he's going to go for this command center snipe. And more Dragoons out on the map. Shuttle can re-secure that expansion, now taking out these turrets. Shuttle a little bit indecisive about what he wants to do with these carriers. Goliaths are on the way. They're going to try to save this expansion, which XellOs really needs to do. It looks like Shuttle stopped taking the carriers, going to focus on the ground units. Oh! A scan over the ledge, but Shuttle has managed to save his carriers. And that command center was taken out. It's up to this command center at the top right. Dragoons are already on the way over there. XellOs did an excellent job trying to stay alive. But he just was not enough. Losing in that first push really hurt him. Now going for this command center. The Goliath's going to drive him back, but look at this. Oh man, oh man, oh man. XellOs is going to be eliminated from this tournament. A huge upset. Congratulations to Shuttle. XellOs, simply put, cannot do anything about these carriers. Meanwhile, he cannot defend his expansion over here. +1 armor for the carriers. +2 attack for the carriers. Shuttle, honestly, playing very strong. Now coming in here from two sides. This may be the killing blow here. Expect GG any second now. As you can see, his micro with the carrier is very good. And quite an upset. XellOs is managed to lose this game. Unbelievable play here by Shuttle. And yeah, there's just nothing he can do. The Dragoons will come in here, march over the Terran base. XellOs probably just gathered himself before he tries to GG in. He already knows he's lost. He already knows this is over. He does not have a snowball's chance in hell. He has less than that of winning this game right now. GG. WW, also the Korean way to say GG. Unbelievable. Talk about an exciting series. There's your winner, Shuttle, in what was pretty much a huge upset. Shuttle now still undefeated in this tournament, going to the final 16. Can this person upset a few more players? The XellOs fans now leaving in disgust. Excuse me, in disgust. I'm losing my voice. Talk about some exciting games, though. Shuttle just really played well. Even the blunders that Shuttle did, like the start of the game, he managed to recover with excellent macro. I am thoroughly impressed with Shuttle's play that game. So thank you everyone for watching. Please spread the word. Get some more hits for us here at GOM. We really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Thanks to our sponsors at Intel. You guys are the best. Without this tournament, you would not be possible. Thank you to everyone who has tuned in and watched. Without you guys, this would not be possible. And thank you to all of our pro gamers for coming down here. And thank you, Shuttle, for that excellent game. Next week, we got more of the top 32 of the tournament participating. We're going to be doing that for the next 3 weeks here. And then we're going to be at the final 16. That'll be very exciting as well. And I hope you tune in for that, too. We're going to be signing out here in just a little bit. We really enjoy sharing our passions with you here at GOM, and our passion is StarCraft. We hope you enjoyed these games. So there are the results. As I was saying before, though, please spread the word. We want to get a lot of hits for this. Cheers to everybody at TeamLiquid.net who tuned in and watched. And then the other gaming sites that we've been getting some support from, like Pure Bonage and GoSuGamers.net. The other big StarCraft sites out there, too. Thanks for the news post on SK Gaming as well. Cheers to all of you, StarCraft players and non-StarCraft players. Whether you're a veteran StarCraft player and you just enjoy appreciating the game, or you're new to StarCraft and you want to learn, we hope you enjoyed these. Also, if you want to see some more English casts, try checking out the TSL. They have some great English casts up there. It's on TeamLiquid.net. Sponsored by Razer, also an exciting event. And again, I think we're going to be winding this up here. I never know exactly when it's going to end. So it's kind of a guessing game. But keep on watching. All these VODs are logged on to GOMTV.net. So I would recommend checking them out. Also, check out the GSI, the GOMTV StarCraft Invitational, the first event we held, as well as some of the team leagues and the 4-player Invitational we held. All of them are great games. They all have English coverage as well as Korean coverage. And yeah, they're all stored on GOMTV.net, so please check that out. Stay tuned next Sunday, same time, same place. Only here, only now, and only at GOMTV, the best streamer ever. Thanks again. Take care, guys.